spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Throwing right. Got his man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver use. This guy is really good.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to keep it in the air. Blasted as he lets it go. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quarterback may change this route. We can do this, offense! Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. touch on first down and 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're going to run it to the right. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to lead more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Got room to work. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Auburn going to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
To the air on second down. Going up top. Got it in stride at the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Your kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. That's it wide. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. First play of the period, first down here. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. LSU quick to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Running into the open space. Makes it past the marker. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy. Reese on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the great game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Finds a little space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Knocked off his feet. LSU right back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in, it's Brown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. He'll take a deep shot here. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here's a heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Looking left. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. LSU quick to the line. they hope is automatic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And that last run leaves them with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Soft spot in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corner's going to give them room. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Watkins. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Across the 45. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! And here they come, almost all the way back. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Finding open areas. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it in down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
And it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them. They develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Might be looking to run. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
Yeah, I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. To the air, it's Nussmeier.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 23 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his weak.
It's a seam wide open. Wide open spaces. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times it looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He's got an open man. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away. And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
LSU 46, Auburn 27.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. He's taking a deep shot.